The east coast of Australia is bracing for impact from Cyclone Alfred, expected to make landfall on Saturday morning. The cyclone is expected to bring wind gusts of up to 155 kilometres an hour and 800 millimetres of rain. Part of northeastern New South Wales are under evacuation orders, with schools and public transport closed. It is the first major storm to hit that area in around 50 years. Just a little bit of background here for people who aren't familiar with the geography of Australia. The far northeastern part of Australia, for example, Cairns and around that area, is much more accustomed to this type of cyclone, but this part, southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales, is not accustomed to this type of damage. Indeed, the potential damage is estimated to be in the region of 2 billion Aussie dollars. Let's bring in Tom Mortlock, Head of Climate Analytics APAC at Aon. Tom, thank you so much for joining us today. What are you putting the likely cost of damage at, and what do you think the following insurance claim number could look like as well?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. It's certainly an interesting event. The cyclone hasn't yet made landfall. We're expecting it to make landfall on Saturday morning, so in about 18 hours' time. Some of the forward modelling that we've done suggests that from an insurance loss perspective, it is certainly looking like a multi-billion-dollar event. As you mentioned before, it's an interesting event in that it's the first time that we've had a tropical cyclone that will have made landfall in the southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales area for over 50 years. So we don't really have much to go by in the observational record. The last time an event like this happened was Tropical Cyclone Wanda in 1974. Now that did actually produce quite a lot of flooding in the Brisbane area. And look, Brisbane area in southeast Queensland have certainly been accustomed to flood events before. We've had a benchmark flood event in Brisbane in 2011, again in 2022, and we had the big east coast floods there. Southeast Queensland and Brisbane were also affected, but this event's a little bit different. It is a tropical cyclone, and so we are expecting wind damage over and above what you would normally get with a tropical low or a depression. And we also have the potential for large coastal erosion and storm surge, and on top of obviously the riverine and flash flood element.